In Australia, you could never.
아마 뭐 다른 나라에 조금 상상하기가 좀 힘든 부분일 것 같아서
For free.
And even if you're in the countryside, so I think that's really, really great.
Doesn't have is all of the I love
people that the peoples, yeah.
Yeah. He loved it. It was amazing. Trying to get it, but it taking a long.
nothing compares to the
So that's definitely one thing for sure. Yeah.
I wish Australia was a bit more like here in regards to with that you can leave your stuff at like the cafe or like leave your stuff and nobody will take it. You don't have to worry someone's gonna steal it but most other places you do. And in Australia, like you could never leave your phone on the cafe table and go to the bathroom because it might not be there when you get back. Yeah, so I really wish Australia was more like that. It's so much easier, especially if you're by yourself and you just want to leave your stuff and go to the bathroom, or I really wish that. And public transport here is really convenient, easy to use. I wish we had better public transport in Australia.
There's so many things I love about Korea, but Australia also has a lot of good things. But one thing it doesn't have is all of the convenience of Korea, like convenience stores and really fast shipping. I love Coupang. It's so fast. Like I can order at night and next morning, like 새벽에, it arrives like so quickly. And the convenience stores, we can buy water and snacks and
I'm hungry.
ramen. Yeah.
2
so-
a.m. Go.
Yeah, anytime. So that's great. I really like that. I wish Australia had it, but it doesn't. Everything closes early and it's really slow. Yes.
네, 12년 차입니다. 저는 안전이 가장 좋은 점이라고 생각을 하는데 가장 대표적으로 생각하는 것은 커피숍 갈 때 한국 사람들이 자기 폰이나 자기 지갑을 테이블 위에 올려놓고 자리를 예약하고 주문을 하잖아요. 이거는 아마 다른 나라에 조금 상상하기가 좀 힘든 부분일 것 같아서 그거는 좀 가장 신기하게 생각하고 있습니다. 저도 지금 그렇게 하고 있고요. 네, 폰으로.
I think maybe like those computer ordering screens you get in Korean restaurants, I think they're very sort of efficient and very easy to use and just make being at restaurants a much more comfortable experience. I think it's really great, and especially for if you're visiting Korea, even if you don't know Korean, you can, sometimes have an English option or you can sort of just work it out yourself. Yeah, I think it makes it a lot more comfortable for visitors to Korea. Yeah, and I think a bigger thing would be like public transport, because in the UK public transport isn't so good and is very often quite late. So in the UK sometimes just no bus or 30 minutes late, but in Korea it's always on time, and even if you're in the countryside you can at least get a bus. So I think that's really, really great and something I've really enjoyed about Korea.
I want to take the discipline in these people that they have in my country's people, so that they can learn something from these people and work hard to make their country great. Discipline, and they're so polite, gentle. I like that. The people are very good in Korea. The peoples, yeah. Characteristics of the people.
I would love Malaysia to have GS25. I mean, we already have C-Mart and E-Mart, but I think GS25 is better. I don't know why, but we tend to visit GS25 a lot here, other convenience stores. I believe we already have, what do you call that, the coffee shops? Compost coffee? Yeah. Oh, it's already in Malaysia, yes.
Okay, I would say the respect. I think personally, South Korea and a lot of Asian countries, especially Japan and South Korea, are a lot more respectful in terms of public spaces, toilets, cleanliness, public transportation, airports. If you go to Western countries, I mean, Australia is good, but it's a little bit more messy. It's not as organized as Asia, for example. So that's definitely one thing for sure. Yeah.
For me, it's probably also just the transportation system. So much easier because I've been living here. The train system and the bus system connects very well. We have our city is very different because South Africa is very big. But our city has a really good bus system. But our train system, we're trying to get it to this level now, but it's taking we don't have a subway. There's no subway system. And that would take too many years to do so. Oh my God, I'm going to miss the Ondal system that you guys have.
Yes.
Ondal. Yeah, he loved it. The Ondal was amazing.
Made everything just so much more comfortable, especially with how cold it is.
It's his first snow and winter and stuff.
so-
We don't get that in our country. So I love the Ondal system. I love everything about apartments in Korea. Comfortable.
Yes, the convenience stores, because we have like normal supermarkets, but something like 7-Eleven is very rare. So we have shops that are open late at night, but nothing compares to the convenience stores here in Korea.
Yes. I have a lot to say. Oh my gosh, sorry about that. I wish we have a very great train system like the one you have here in Korea. I met someone here in Korea. He mentioned that he climbs the mountain almost every weekend with his friends and family for free. So I wish we have that in the Philippines. It's not free because in the Philippines we have to pay for the tour guide, for everything, for permits and stuff. So I wish we have that in the Philippines. And also I wish we have clean toilets, cleaner toilets. Yes, like what you have here. So yeah, I think those are the three things that I wish we have in the Philippines.
Okay, so what I want to bring from Korea to my country is the food. So we have Korean food, but it's not authentic. So I think it's missing the authentic Korean food is what I really like. Yeah, it's amazing. Especially the Korean fried chicken. It's incredible. I don't know the name of the place, but I remember it was like honey. It was mixed honey and red. Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I mean, I will say one is like the Korean skincare products. I wish we had like the abundance that you guys have here in South Africa, because our ranges are very limited. And that's why I was like, I need it at home.
Like, he actually told me now on the plane he wants to do face masks.
Yeah.
So I have some in my bag.
Because we have some that we'll do on the plane. But like our luggage was already full, so I couldn't like buy as many and take it out. They work well. My skin felt great. It felt moisturized. So that's a superficial reason. I think on a more practical sense, just how well the public transportation system is done here. If we could have that level of efficiency, that would be just so appreciated, because it makes traveling just so much easier and also so much more affordable.
우리나라에서 대중교통 약간 그 지하철하고 그 버스 하고 싶어서요. 왜냐하면 여기서 너무 좋아서 그 우리나라 좀 별로예요. 있으면 근데 그 어떻게 말해? 지하철은 it's really crowded and not like in Korea. And the bus is late, always late, like that.
Я бы хотела привезти в свою страну традиционные украшения, посуду или еду и хамбок. Мне очень нравится хамбок. Я купила своим родителям в подарок палочки с традиционным узором и, думаю, привезу подругам магнитики.
I love most your actually food. I want more. Yeah. I came here for this actually. The markets, you have convenience stores, a lot of there, and the train system that you use. We have too, but we have to change a lot of transportation. So it is very safe for here. What else? The people, these are so nice. I love that. We love Korean people. Come to Istanbul.
For me, I really wish we had a better transport system. Korea is so good for that. Like, you can get bus, subway, anything so quickly and so fast. Oh, and taxis, yes. We have buses and taxis in Northern Ireland, but they're either expensive or the times are not the best. Sometimes it says it's 5 minutes and it's 10 minutes, whereas Korea, very accurate and very fast. And we don't have subways. Northern Ireland is very small, so we maybe don't need it, but I love subways here. If you can't get bus, subway. So transport is amazing.
To be honest, I think the public transport systems, I really love the public transport in Korea, because in Malaysia, only in Kuala Lumpur or Selangor, the public transport in other states, it is not really,
My experience like traveling other than Seoul was very like convenient, just by using like bus or train. But like in Malaysia, usually we need to drive cars. So yeah, it's very, and I'm also scared to drive. So yeah.